Why I left my home country. Leaving one's homeland is never an easy decision, but sometimes, circumstances force individuals to seek better opportunities elsewhere. My departure from Bulgaria was driven by a series of interconnected factors that made life increasingly untenable. Financial struggles, poverty, unsafety, corruption, discrimination, and a lack of prospects for young people all played a role in my choice to leave a country that, despite its beauty and cultural richness, became a place where my future felt uncertain and constrained. Unsafety and corruption. The sense of unsafety was another significant factor in my decision to leave Bulgaria. Crime rates, though not as high as in some parts of the world, still posed a considerable threat, particularly in economically deprived areas. Petty crime and organized crime were common, and the lack of effective law enforcement only exacerbated the problem. Corruption is deeply entrenched in Bulgarian society, affecting almost every aspect of life. Whether it's bribery in public services, favoritism in employment, or the manipulation of legal systems, corruption makes it nearly impossible for ordinary citizens to succeed without compromising their integrity. Living in a society where fairness and justice seemed to be for sale created a profound sense of insecurity and frustration, pushing me to look for a place where the rule of law is respected and upheld. Financial struggles and poverty. One of the primary reasons I left Bulgaria was the pervasive financial struggle. The country has long grappled with economic instability, which has left a significant portion of the population living in poverty. The cost of living continues to rise, while wages stagnate, creating an environment where even basic needs are difficult to meet. Despite working tirelessly, many Bulgarians, myself included, found it impossible to break free from the cycle of poverty. The low minimum wage in Bulgaria is a glaring issue. It is simply not enough to support a decent standard of living, forcing many to work multiple jobs just to make ends meet. This constant financial pressure became unbearable, leading me to seek opportunities in a country where hard work is more fairly rewarded. Discrimination and lack of perspective for young people. Another, perhaps less obvious, reason for my departure was the subtle but pervasive discrimination against introverts. Bulgarian society tends to value extroverted, sociable behavior, often marginalizing those who are quieter and more reserved. This societal bias made it difficult for someone like me to feel accepted or to find opportunities that suited my personality. The lack of prospects for young people was another nail in the coffin. Bulgaria is a country with limited opportunities for its youth. Unemployment rates are high, and even those with education and skills struggle to find work that matches their qualifications. This lack of perspective, combined with an education system that is underfunded and outdated, means that many young Bulgarians feel trapped with little hope for a better future. Low minimum wage and high taxes. The economic challenges in Bulgaria are further compounded by a paradox of low minimum wages and relatively high taxes. The minimum wage in Bulgaria is among the lowest in the European Union, yet the tax burden is disproportionately high. This combination creates a situation where individuals and families are left with very little disposable income, limiting their ability to save, invest, or improve their living standards. The high taxes are often justified by the government as necessary for public services, but the reality is that these services are often subpar, leaving citizens feeling that they are not getting value for the money they pay in taxes. The lack of investment in essential services, like education and healthcare, only adds to the frustration, making it clear that staying in Bulgaria would mean a continued struggle, with little hope of financial improvement. In Bulgaria, there is a pervasive sense of narrow-mindedness that often manifests in a lack of tolerance for differing viewpoints or lifestyles. People who think or behave outside the societal norms frequently face harsh judgment and exclusion. This limited mindset fosters an environment where bullying is common, particularly towards individuals who challenge traditional beliefs or exhibit unconventional behavior. Those who dare to be different are often met with ridicule, hostility, or even outright aggression, making it difficult for anyone with a unique perspective to feel accepted or understood. This societal pressure to conform stifles creativity and personal growth, forcing many to suppress their true selves or, like me, seek acceptance elsewhere. It's important to approach topics like this with care, as generalizations can be harmful and misleading. However, if you're discussing concerns about specific behaviors or dynamics that you've observed, it's better to frame the issue more constructively. For example, in some relationships in Bulgaria, there can be a power imbalance, where some women may resort to manipulative tactics to exert control over their husbands. This behavior can manifest in ways that are emotionally damaging, such as undermining their partner's self-esteem. using guilt or shame to get their way, or leveraging societal expectations to maintain an unfair advantage. Such dynamics can lead to a relationship where one partner feels humiliated or powerless, which is detrimental to both individuals involved. It's important to address these issues through open communication, mutual respect, and support for healthy relationship practices. Don't take me wrong, I love Bulgaria and I wish to come back one day. However, if I back to my home country, I would be wasted. Bulgarians people are bully when you do something different in your free time. I will not mention about the many cases of assault against women, because it's sick to even talk about it. Conclusion: leaving Bulgaria was a difficult but necessary decision. The combination of financial struggles, unsafety, corruption, discrimination, lack of opportunities for young people, and an oppressive economic environment made it clear that my future lay elsewhere. While I will always hold a deep affection for my homeland, the realities of life there made it impossible to stay. I needed to find a place where I could thrive, both personally and professionally, and where my hard work and talents would be recognized and rewarded. Moving away was the first step towards building a better life, one where I can finally escape the constraints that held me back in Bulgaria.